Since the end of World War II, the United States has operated countless classified programs behind closed doors. From intelligence gathering and covert missions to the development of cutting-edge military technology, these secret projects have all shared one goal: giving America a strategic advantage over both its enemies and sometimes even its allies. But what exactly makes a government project top secret? According to investigative journalist Russ Baker, the U.S. government uses a straightforward three-tier classification system. At the lowest level is confidential information, material that could create problems if disclosed publicly. The next level is secret, which involves information capable of causing serious damage if exposed. And at the highest level sits top secret, information so sensitive that its release could inflict grave harm on American national security. Military historian Paul Springer explains that when something is classified as top secret, restrictions go beyond merely protecting the information itself. In many cases, officials are not even allowed to acknowledge that the project exists. Simply confirming its existence could provide valuable clues to foreign adversaries. Imagine a revolutionary weapon system capable of giving the United States a decisive advantage over every military power on Earth. Keeping such technology hidden serves two purposes. First, it preserves the element of surprise. Second, it prevents rival nations from developing their own versions of the same technology. Researcher Richard Dolan argues that secrecy often creates a situation where the public can no longer distinguish truth from speculation. And that, he says, is often by design. Operating behind a veil of secrecy allows governments room to maneuver without immediate public scrutiny. Today, it is estimated that more than 1 million Americans possess security clearances granting access to top-secret information. Many of these individuals work within the 18 agencies that make up the U.S. intelligence community. Among those organizations, none has attracted more fascination or controversy than the Central Intelligence Agency, better known as the CIA. Unlike many other intelligence organizations, the CIA operates independently. The National Security Agency belongs to the Department of Defense. The Defense Intelligence Agency is also part of the Pentagon. Even the Treasury Department maintains its own intelligence division, but the CIA stands alone. It possesses the authority to conduct covert operations designed to give the U.S. government what is known as plausible deniability, the ability to deny involvement in sensitive activities. However, this level of secrecy comes at a cost. The more information the government hides, the harder it becomes to maintain public trust. Richard Dolan notes that many people automatically assume government secrecy is sinister, and sometimes, he says, those suspicions may be justified. Yet governments also argue that certain secrets are necessary for national defense and public safety. Throughout its history, the CIA has faced accusations ranging from orchestrating foreign coups to involvement in assassination plots against world leaders. Exactly how much of this is true remains a matter of debate, but many researchers believe the agency's most closely guarded secret may be hidden within one of the most mysterious locations on Earth. A place known simply as Area 51. Located deep in the deserts of southern Nevada, Area 51 has become the most famous secret military installation in the world. For decades, its existence was officially denied. Very few people knew what happened there. The facility was established in the early 1950s under CIA control and was originally created to support highly classified Air Force projects. One thing is certain, some of America's most advanced aircraft were tested there. The location itself is ideal. A vast dry lake bed provides enormous runway space, while the surrounding desert creates a natural barrier against unwanted visitors. Its remoteness makes surveillance difficult and helps maintain secrecy. Area 51 emerged directly from the tensions of the Cold War. One of its earliest missions involved the development and testing of the U-2 spy plane, a technological breakthrough that dramatically increased America's intelligence gathering capabilities. At a time when Soviet spies operated throughout the United States, keeping such projects hidden was considered essential. As new aircraft continued to be tested at Area 51, secrecy became even more critical. Former British Ministry of Defense investigator Nick Pope points out that warning signs around the facility explicitly authorize the use of lethal force against intruders. Crossing into restricted territory can result in arrest, or potentially worse. For decades, the CIA successfully kept Area 51 out of public view. Only relatively recently did the government officially acknowledge its existence. What is known is that many legendary aircraft were developed and flown there, but for many people, that explanation is not enough. They suspect an even bigger secret lies hidden behind the fences. The modern legend of Area 51 is closely tied to the subject of UFOs. Much of this fascination began in 1989 when a man named Bob Lazar claimed he had worked at a facility called S4, allegedly connected to the Area 51 complex. According to Lazar, he participated in efforts to study and reverse engineer extraterrestrial spacecraft. His claims ignited one of the most enduring mysteries of the modern era. Richard Dolan argues that if any location were suitable for studying unconventional aerospace technology, Area 51 would be an obvious choice. Its isolation provides security and privacy unmatched by almost any other facility. As a result, many people believe UFO-related technologies may have been examined there. Others speculate that any recovered alien technology would naturally become a priority for military scientists seeking to reverse engineer it. Yet despite decades of rumors, no conclusive evidence has ever emerged. No government agency has officially confirmed such activities, and no definitive proof has been presented to the public. So, is the US military secretly studying alien technology? The truth is known, if at all, by only a tiny number of individuals with the highest security clearances. But some experts suggest an intriguing possibility. Perhaps the alien stories themselves serve a purpose. Researcher Annie Jacobson Morgan argues that Area 51 may be protected by layers of cover stories. According to this theory, the government benefits from public obsession with UFOs and extraterrestrials. Why? Because while people focus on aliens, they may ignore the very real classified programs taking place behind the scenes. In that sense, the most effective way to hide a secret might be to place it directly in front of everyone. Historian Rick Beyer offers a final observation. When a location like Area 51 refuses to comment on almost anything, speculation naturally fills the void. People can claim virtually anything is happening there. And because the government rarely responds, those theories continue to grow. Over time, the facility becomes a magnet for conspiracy theories, mystery, and endless debate. Perhaps Area 51 is hiding revolutionary military technology. Perhaps it conceals secrets beyond our imagination. Or perhaps the truth is far less extraordinary than the legends suggest. For now, one thing remains certain. Behind the locked gates of Area 51, the mystery continues, and maybe we will never know the whole story. I'm Adam, and this has been FactFlix. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe for more untold facts, hidden histories, and mysteries that continue to fascinate the world.